Here's why specific wins. Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button wherever you're watching or listening from so you don't miss any future episodes. Are you ready? Let's get started. The world is full of vague thinking. We hope. We wish. We use phrases like and you know. Neither of those are very specific, are they? Too often we are lazy in our thinking, but specific isn't lazy, it's laser focused. So why does specific win for us in all parts of our lives? Here's why. I've got like 5 reasons why. Number 1, specific sets our intention. It gives us a point at which we are headed. It gives us an intention. It makes it clear when we start how we'll know when we're finished. Second, specific focuses us. Not just when we start, but all along the way. Because you know, we've all experienced in a project, for example, scope creep. Well, as long as we're here, we might as well. No, specific says no. This is the end point. This is where we're heading for. So it helps us focus. Specific also helps us prepare. If we know specifically what we're trying to accomplish, we know exactly what we need to do to prepare. We know exactly what resources we might need, or certainly we have a much better chance of knowing those things as opposed to, well, we have this general direction that we're heading. Specific helps our brains. Like we all know that our brains like to get closure, right? Well, if we're super clear on the outcome and our brains and our subconscious have that in focus, then we will stay more focused, not only consciously, as I've already talked about, but subconsciously as well. Specific helps our brains. And specific tells us when we're finished. I've said that a couple of times already, but there's so many times when we continue to work on something, we're not really sure we're across the finish line. Or again, we've got all these vague sort of senses of what success looks like. If we're super clear, we know when we're done and when we're not, and that helps us a lot. So now I hope you understand why specific helps you win. And before I go, I want to share 2 questions with you to help you put into action what I've just shared with you. First, where has being specific really served you? I want you to reflect back on your past experience, and there you have times when being specific really helped you be more successful. So I want you to remind yourself of those times to further lock in this idea in your head. And the second question is, what do you need to be more specific about now? What have you been thinking about as you've been listening to or watching me? What's the thing that right now you say, hey, I'm kind of vague on where I'm trying to go. I don't really have a clear picture of my outcome. What could you be more specific on now and take action on that? Don't just listen to this and say, man, that was really good. I really kind of ought to do that. No, what is the thing? Go work on it right now. Your past experience tells you this works. The ideas I've shared with you tells us that it works. And now it's time to take action. Let me close with today's remarkable reminder. In a world full of vague ideas, thoughts, and wishes, we stand out when we are specific, and we get better results too. Here's another way you can get better results. If you like what you heard here, you get the sense of what it's like to sort of be in our orbit, and getting our newsletter is another way to do that. Just go to kevineikenberry.com/newsletters to get signed up for any of them, specifically Unleashing Your Remarkable Potential. You will love this weekly free newsletter. Hope you'll join us there, and I hope you'll be back here next week for another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.